crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me when I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll run for the first time with Hill. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got one.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Gator.
6-man. Check cross. 57. Mike, 57.
Don't get nervous.
Switch.
Yeah. Five.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10. Greystone, Travis. Hey, Echo.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go now. 8, read. Pick me up. Here we go. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
6, pull it high.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. The safety, Landon Collins. There to make the tackle.
Right there.
Landon Collins made the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
2nd and 9 now. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A throw over the middle taken in. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Joker. Check 43. He's checking. Crash. Watch out.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
25. Check 25.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd and short.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And this one is right down the middle. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 56 yards.
It's a gain of 56 yards. And the Vikings first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Pilot, 64, hey, high 7.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions 3, Vikings nothing.
Get up, 60 or. Ready?
First down, here's the run with Cook. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 21-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Pearman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready? 50, plant. 57. Get the ball. Nice.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run for Hill. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike's 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now Haskins to throw on second down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got?
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Kill.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Pick the edge. Go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 39. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill, turn up. Check. Fresno.
second down. Haskins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Stop your whining. Shift! Watch the shift! Go, go! Check 31! Check 31! Check, 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 check! Jim, 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 Jim! 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, check, go!
Haskins on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bailey. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch, switch, switch! Okay, 51 Mike! Mike 51! On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball!
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Here's Haskins. Over the middle, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Complete to number 17. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Come on, boy. Trump. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Ring it.
Haskins back to the air. He finds Beckham complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Haskins going to throw again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
the 24-yard line.
Set. 10 over.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
Just like that. Hatchet. Hatchet.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Pierman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Watch the whip. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bailey. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Caught by number 10. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Check, 59.
Play action. Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Past the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Pearman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Haskins will throw. throw here. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Now Haskins on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Blue draw portion. Bravo.
Second and 9 now. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Pearman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. 60-yard. Let's go, D.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's go one more. Check 50. Check 50.
Here's Haskins to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's taken in by Stewart. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. First down, and it's Hill again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cook. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready up. 22. Oh, you got deep. Field right. Man out. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 24. Hey, Charlie.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Squeeze, double.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. With Cook, and to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with